Hello, everybody. Being Passcode Advanced here, I just wanted to find a really quiet environment to share a section based but I'll keep this one a bit short video on following up on my current situation. So I want to explain that as a content creator on YouTube, I feel like I have a responsibility that while following the guidelines, I should explain my situation, unfair or dangerous practices which have to be avoided or stopped, and any environmental or systematic issue which is dangerous. I also want to help understand cybersecurity tips and all of these factors because these can worsen, they have psychological effects. I also want to explain about the dangers of ignorance, even if not malice, understanding how a support system needs to take care of its users, and even a platform if they want more people to trust them, as well as other factors. As now, I think I've explained everything. So section one, I'm just gonna start this because I will try to follow up on this video more and do some more updates. First of all, if you have an invalidating environment, well, even if this is out of ignorance, um, this can be very, very unhelpful if dealing with a dangerous, situation. If you have people who continuously misunderstand what's happening with you and repeatedly give off confusing advice, people who consider your situation to be just get over it, just make a new thing, just do this, just do that, you should not, you should this, you should not, do not this, that, whatever. They are repeatedly then making comments like you are like not clever, we are clever, and we are older than you, we know more than you, and all of these things. um I can, for section 1, tell you about a channel I know which can help you understand this. Marina Karlova, because she goes over systematic issues quite well. So when you are dealing with a fraud incident or an electric cycle theft or any significant uh, violation of your life, then if your support system can understand, and if there is a way to help them understand, you should do your best to help them understand. However, if the support system, if your local system, local family members cannot understand, your local friends cannot understand, your local community can't understand, this is going to be quite a problem. If they continue to make strange advice, give wrong information, all these things, it then yes, ignorance can lead to invalidation. And since I kind of want to keep this video short, I'll just leave section one update. Well, this part, understanding a situation together, and instead of learned helplessness, to be clever, like you're playing a game of chess and you want to checkmate the other person as properly as possible. Thinking outside the box can help. Now for section 2, and the social media, its support systems duty to protect its users. Now for support for social media platforms, these can be quite vulnerable to, well, online problems and like frauds and all. And the fraud doesn't just have to be, like let's say uh somebody posing as a social media services. The problem can also be the problem can, yes, also be if the social media has not developed a proactive approach to stopping scam, which given how scammers become just more clever and clever and clever, you need to checkmate them before they checkmate you and take your everything. An account support system by a social media platform should not necessarily overcomplicate an issue. Should a user have problems with getting their account back, um, instead of repeatedly generic replies, generic automated systems, and all these things, it is important to get a human reviewer on this problem, as human, and or dedicating at least an entire human team to this issue of account hacks, account breaches, response operations done by the original account to prevent even a 1.5 hour account breach in attempting to make sure operations are normal, a cybersecurity procedure. They need to make sure that um, on their half, that when dealing with an account problem, that they can work together to help make sure it doesn't happen again. And the other party, if the other party, the victim, is willing to comply, is able to wanting to provide evidence in all these factors verification, because they have now received email from they have been communicating with the official platform, and if the official platform wants to do more, then they'll do it. And if the other platform, the social media, doesn't want to listen, this can make things worse. So I'm sorry. I'm just trying to keep this video short because I've got to do some big things today. While I do look over my email for issues. So let's go over the effects that this has on the user. As I said, currently, I'm trying to. I hope my loud voice is making sure you don't hear any background noise, because I don't know a way to get rid of background noise. I'm really sorry. Yeah, and as I said, I I'm in. I'm gonna just tell you. So even in ignorant, um, uh, invalidating environment, an environment which has difficulty understanding, making wrong judgments and wrong advice, and all of these things can worsen a person's anxiety, can worsen their mental health, and can make a problem far worse. If one continues to blame the victim for this, any form of victim blaming, you cannot say, "We care about you, we're giving tough love." That is gaslighting. And sometimes they might do this out of ignorance, but sometimes it can be worse. Um, so I won't tell you the exact details or exact this and that, but I need to explain to you guys what's going on. So as this happens, when you continue to invalidate and victimize the person, this leads to the re-victimization process. And the person, let's say, before the incident, they could eat, they were happy, they were cycling, they had a healthy routine. That routine has been completely destroyed. Autism means that one relies on a healthy routine to work normally. And this healthy routine, when followed properly well, can very much help the autistic person make sense in a world that runs on entropy, despair, and cruel, and is overall very evil. Look at the channel Marina Karlova for more information, because I really love her videos and she's really helped me so much understand how evil all of this is and getting out. Yes, I just mentioned the YouTube channel that's really saving me. I was watching her before all of this happened, and even now, sometimes I checked up because her advice really helps me so much. I don't want to get her into trouble, and I don't mean anything, but I'm just trying to help. So, when one needs to regain access to their account, um, let's say that they have been unable to get back to their account, and they have the system may be very very automated or may use a lot of automatic support. The problem happens that when the thing about this whole account, this whole automation thing is, the very automated bot cannot solve a problem by itself. There are many issues which are far bigger than what an automated system can fix, and as such a dedicated human team will be required. When an account is taken over, in an account like hacked, when the account is recovering from an account breach in an account, all of these issues where an account is able to, it was actually um, visited by a hacker email and had to fight back, then the account like the account is hacked, in their all of their daily life, their humanity, and their support systems are all broken bit by bit, then it is important to get a human verifier from the official platform to work on this. Um, and um, I can tell you how scary it is for me to be talking about this issue. It feels like I'm repeatedly opening up new wounds. I'm really hurting myself. And then everyone says, I'm fake. Hundreds of times they keep on saying, you're fake, your new account. Why are you making this so big? Why are you making this so big? Why are you making this so big? And I suspect that there is a lot of incompetence in the environment around me. Not just incompetence, I don't know what type of incompetence. But the thing is, I've talked to you guys about fixing these issues and all. Uh, and for section and now for the last section, I want to end this video. And first of all, when big incidents happen, understand the victim and don't try to re-victimize them. Don't try to use automation, especially if that can increase chance of risks, and focus carefully on trying to make a healthy environment for the user, the person, and trying to make sure that they're not a victim of this again. If there's any emotional vulnerability in the person, deal with this vulnerability to eliminate this. If you can work together, you can fix the problem. But if you do not and you do not continue to work with the person, things can get really, really bad. So I want you to stay safe. I want you to be careful. Right now, I'm trying to get my account back. I'm trying to get my daily life, my happiness back because my routine is broken. Then you neurotypicals, you will not understand this. You'll just invalidate this over and over again like you've always done. Neurotypicals, you can't understand us diverse people. You're new because your brains aren't wired to think like this. But I want you to understand this so this doesn't happen again. Now, see you again. Have a nice day. What's much? Yeah. And I hope I get my account. I hope my life can just come back.